Good morning. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. Heading up to the Chute Lake Lodge to have some lunch and hopefully get some mud on the tires today. We've had so much time on the pavement in the last few weeks. My poor old tires are just begging for some dirt. So
way too much pavement.
we're going to take the Kettle Valley Rail Trail from the bottom of Gillard up to Chute Lake, have some lunch, and then on the way back we're going to stop and have a fire overlooking the city. Should be a fun trip. So
yeah, my daughter, they should be here shortly, and her boyfriend are joining us. So we're just going to air down and head up. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun day.
Going to be fun. Stay tuned. All right, we're 7 kilometers in approximately, maybe about 8. Almost at the turn to get into Chute Lake.
Yep.
Funny thing about Chute Lake is everybody loves the trip down there and they're excited to do it. But nobody really understands the history behind it. The Kettle Valley Railway ran until 1989, but it was built in the early 1900s. And the Chute Lake Lodge that we're going to today was one of the stops on that railway.
Yeah, it was one of the stations.
You may recognize that truck behind us. That is our daughter and her boyfriend hanging out with us today.
One of their friends joined them too.
And one of their friends joined us today as well. There we go. Well, it starts over there from the Meyer Canyon Trestles, and this way goes towards Chute Lake.
Crazy, this all used to be railway. The views up here are beautiful too once we get past some of these trees.
It's really amazing.
Overlooks Okanagan Lake and the city of Kelowna.
Driving down a great piece of history. You can only drive down certain parts of the Kettle Valley Rail Trail. Some of them are only bike and walking. The Meyer Canyon Trestles, used to be able to drive down them in the 90s, but then after they closed them down, they fixed them up, and now it's like part of one of the most amazing walks around here, really.
It's beautiful. Well, they had to rebuild a whole bunch of the trestles because they burnt down during the fires.
Yeah, the 2003 firestorm, that was a big one.
Yeah, we lost a lot of those trestles and they rebuilt them. It's just beautiful though. We've done that walk a few times.
So what else do we know about the Kettle Valley Rail Trail?
Well, you'll see these people that are biking down here. You can actually bike. A lot of people bike from Penticton all the way through Kelowna. You can get all the way.
Yeah, this goes all the way to Midway.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Midway, which is mile 0. Midway is mile 0 of the Kettle Valley Railway.
I've never been to Midway. It's kind of a fun place to go to. They have a really cool museum there.
Look through the trees. We can start seeing the city down there.
Definitely some bouncy road.
Hold it. There it is. Beautiful down there. The old rock cuts from when they built the railway. So cool.
I guess got some new people with us today. My daughter's boyfriend, Jesse, his buddy Mitch is with us, and his girlfriend, I can't remember her name at the moment, as well. So, yeah, it's a nice little threesome of vehicles coming down here today. It's kind of nice. So that's Mitch right behind us in the white Ford. And then Jesse, of course, is back there in his little toy.
It's our favorite spot to have a fire.
That's the best spot to have a fire.
This is where we're going to come back later. Watch the sun go down. That's actually a beautiful photo right there.
It's kind of cool to imagine years and years ago the train coming through here in the middle of winter, plowing snow off the front of it. Because there was a steam train back then, right? So it'd been really cool. Would have been really neat to see. Fun times, everybody. Love dirt so much. It is so much better than pavement. So we're very happy. This is a good day. The race to the finish, I think.
I know, they're like side by side.
That was actually a little bit of fun I wasn't expecting. All right, stopped to have some fun. Now we're moving on again. Oh, mile marker 103. These mile markers start at Midway. So we're 103 miles, not kilometers, from Midway. It's kind of cool.
And we'll let them go through first. Mitch is narrowed down, so if he doesn't get stuck, we're good.
Oh, fuck, that's a deep one. Oh. First water crossing of the year.
Woo! Look, honey, we found mud.
Finally.
And it's snowing.
I think it's a little hail snow blend, eh?
Yeah. Ooh. You know, I think they stopped just so we could get to the YouTube video.
Of course.
Almost lost your phone.
Ooh, that's a bumpy one.
This is what happens in the Okanagan in May. You go too high, you hit snow.
That makes for fun.
Not what we were expecting.
All right, so there is Chute Lake, a little tiny fishing lake, which I don't know how good the fishing's in there, but people do fish up here. I do know there's a little wreck site on the far side of it, which we've never stayed at before either.
Chute Lake has camping though too. They have just regular campsites, and they put in some glamping tents, and they have little cabins too. We've never really stayed up here. We just come for a day trip and for lunch usually. But
I think this year we should try it out though.
Yeah,
Maybe stay here one night in the glamping cabin.
that'd be cool.
Although with a rooftop tent, you know, I'd hate to do that.
I know.
It's hard to believe the last train pulled through here in 1989. And then they pulled all the tracks up after that. Such a long gone piece of history.
It's really well used though, especially
Yeah.
by people on bikes that bike through here.
Off-road enthusiasts.
And all of us, we've come by a few quads actually that have passed us coming up for lunch.
There it is, Chute Lake Lodge.
There's all the quads we passed. Gonna be busy in there.
Yeah. Yeah, such
Park
a nice
on the other
place.
side. There's the
A couple of glamping cabins down there, and there's the
sauna.
down there. And there's the cabins. That's cool. Anyway, we'll check in a little bit. Okay, we made it up to Chute Lake Lodge. You can see it right in behind us there. Stopped for a quick bite to eat and a chilly beverage, even though it's chilly out here and it was snowing a few minutes ago. But now, I mean, sun's out. It's warm-ish. But there's the lodge there. Really cool. Nice place to be. It's kind of fun. There's in behind Carmen there, you can see there's some glamping tents that you can stay in as well, that you can rent out. And they also have yurts, which we haven't seen before.
Noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have camping spots here. You can camp. And also there is cabins in the back too.
Yeah. Rustic cabins to stay in. Really great place to come up and stay. We haven't done that. We really, really want to. They've added a bathhouse named after Bruce Cook. If you don't know who he is, check him out. We watch
check
him
out
all
his
the
channel.
time.
He's a lot of fun.
We watch him all the time on YouTube. He's fantastic. Anyways, we love it up here. We are now going to head back down, find a place to have a fire, and chill for the rest of the afternoon. Everybody else took off. They're tired of waiting for us. Okay, let's go find our campsite, or not campsite. I wish.
Yeah, I wish.
Sunday though.
We'll just find a place for fire and then we'll go home.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll check in with you later. Ciao.
Cheers.
So, that was entertaining.
It wasn't entertaining. I still feel squeamish, actually.
So we went and had lunch at Chute Lake and we're driving back. We stopped at one of our favorite lookouts overlooking Okanagan Lake. Started the fire, it was so nice. And then one of the girls was like, I think I see a tick. And there was 3 on her. And then all of us started checking, everybody had ticks on them. It was gross. So we stuck out for a while and hoped for the best, but they kept coming back.
And they were under our clothes. Like I had one underneath my tank top. Dan had one inside his t-shirt.
Yeah.
Mitch had one inside his shirt. Like it was just, not a good experience. It was a little windy, so I think they're blowing in off the trees. I don't know. Because it's not like it's tall grass or anything here, but Okanagan Mountain Park is known for being really bad this time of year for ticks.
Absolutely, it is. So instead of cooking dinner up here, watching the sun go down and being invaded, we're going to go home and barbecue instead. It's unfortunate the view isn't as nice, but that's okay. We'll make the best of it.